A 41 Action News exclusive taking you into the bowels of KCI to show you what airport officials say is costing airlines money and costing us flights to new destinations.
Yeah, 41 Action News investigator Melissa Yeager reports from KCI with an inside look at the reasons why airlines are choosing to leave Kansas City and what airport officials are hoping to do to stop it.
Well, whether you loathe it or love it, get ready for change. Airport leaders say the design of our airport is holding us back, and they already have a study underway to bring a new terminal here to KCI. Despite all of the hassles of modern-day air travel, long lines of passengers, TSA X-raying bags, and security screenings, Kansas City residents love KCI because it holds nostalgia from a time when air travel was convenient.
I think it's a gem.
Love the airport.
The airport is that way by design. When it was built in 1972, TWA pushed for the drive-to-your-gate design.
Kansas City International was done at a time when TWA, which was the primary carrier, saw passenger convenience as paramount.
TWA wanted the advertising slogan to read, just 100 steps from your car to your gate. And that's not all.
All the airlines wanted to have their own identity.
Architects separated each airline's gates and baggage areas by thick concrete walls. But the very day the airport opened, the front page of the Kansas City Star newspaper showed the world had already changed. The first threat of terrorism was outdating the very concept KCI was built on, the concept that people in Kansas City love.
One of the beauties of being here is that you can come right to security, go right to your gate, and not come back through.
So now in 2012, where bags and passengers need to be tightly screened and carriers share flights, what was once KCI's convenience is now a costly inconvenience for airlines. Nowhere is that more apparent than at Terminal B. Every morning around 5 a.m., the lines of business travelers start backing up. Despite hundreds of passengers needing screening, there just isn't enough room to add more security checkpoints. It's just one of the complaints Director of Aviation Mark Van Loo hears about KCI.
As you can tell, the parking garage across the street from us right now is full. There's no more parking.
Right now, Terminal B is the busiest terminal here at KCI because you have these large Delta flights flying in here and all of the Southwest flights. And it's not so easy to just move them to another terminal.
Well, that's an easy fix. As you know, people say, well, just move Delta. Well, those systems and those other terminals can't handle the number of passengers and bags that we have every day.
It's simply a matter of space.
It's a matter of space and equipment.
Van Loo says travelers can see some of the problems, the need for security at every gate entry, and that there aren't enough restaurants and other resources once you get through screening. But to see what's really restricting the airport, Van Loo took us underground. When you go through security up top, your bag must also go through security down below.
Well, now the blue system's all your new system that was added in for the secure bag system. This right here, this comes from your ticket counter.
When passengers check in, their bags then pass through the CTX machine, a complex system that x-rays bags and alerts TSA inspectors to anything it finds suspicious. But with concrete walls separating the individual airlines, there isn't a lot of space for these machines.
It is very tight in here, especially when you're trying to change one of these motors or something in here.
The machines cost millions of dollars. Most airports have one for the entire airport, but Kansas City needs 6, one for each airline.
This would be a great system if all the airlines used this and it all went to one place. But every single airline has this system at Kansas City.
And because the baggage systems are not connected due to the separation between airlines, the only way for baggage handlers to swap luggage to another plane is to do it by hand, and that takes time. And that's not all. Terminal B is the only terminal with baggage systems capable of accommodating the amount of passengers on board larger planes.
Their amount of bags that they bring in are so tremendous that they couldn't get away with one CTX. Every flight would be delayed.
All of these problems cost airlines inefficiency and money.
Just the cost to operate 3 terminals separately is hundreds of thousands of dollars for each terminal in extra utility costs, which they have to pay for.
It comes out of the
airlines pay for everything here. The taxpayers don't.
Van Loo says Kansas City's airport design has cost the city money too, as airlines have chosen to take flights to more convenient airports. For instance, last year, Southwest wanted to add a direct flight from Kansas City to Washington, D.C., but KCI officials say they lost that direct route to St. Louis.
We've been a hub for many, many airlines over 40 years, and none of them have made it here because you can't move people and passengers and bags around very conveniently, and that's something we need to do.
Van Loo says airlines have approached him about bringing more international flights here to KCI, but we only have one gate that can handle customs. Already, Kansas City has taken significant steps to bring a single terminal here to KCI, and tomorrow night we'll take a look at that new proposed terminal, what it could mean to Kansas City, and why the airport will continue to be cited by the EPA until they get that terminal built. I'm investigator Melissa Yeager, 41 Action News.